Okay, so today we're diving into some pretty specific hardware, looking at what happens when you really need reliable signal conversion in a pro video workflow.
Right. We're focusing on the Bluefish444 SDI110 Synapse. It's an SDI to HDMI converter.
Exactly. And our mission today is to get past that basic function, just flipping SDI to HDMI. We want to unpack the processing inside and the safety features that make it, well, more than just a simple adapter.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in broadcast, uptime is everything, right?
Totally.
And the first thing that really jumps out looking at the specs is that workflow insurance piece. It's got that redundant HDSD SDI input.
Okay, redundancy. Sounds professional, obviously.
Yeah.
But why not just, use a splitter and a cheap backup? Is this redundancy built in differently? What's the real advantage?
The advantage is that it's instant. It's seamless failover.
Ah.
We've all seen it. Someone bumps a cable, the source feed flippers for a second.
Yeah, panic time.
Right. This box detects that signal loss on the main input and just instantly switches to the backup feed. Like, zero frame loss.
Okay, so it's automated protection against those heart-stopping moments.
Exactly. It's not just duplicating the signal, it's actively guarding it. Essential for live.
That reliability is definitely key. But let's move beyond just keeping the signal alive. You mentioned the processing, the heavy lifting this thing does.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. It's not just passing the signal through. It's got pretty sophisticated stuff inside. Video downscaling, handling PSF.
Whoa, hang on. PSF. Let's pause there. For anyone maybe newer to this, what's PSS and why does it matter here?
Good question. PSF, progressive segmented frame. It's basically a smart way to package a progressive signal like 1080p and send it over older gear that was built for interlaced video. The Synapse handles converting that so your HDMI monitor sees the clean progressive image.
Got it. So it bridges that gap. And the scaling. The specs mention things like 1080p 60 down to 720p 60 or even 1080i way down to 486i. Why have this box do that?
Quality and speed. Mostly latency, really.
Yep.
If you're doing, say, 1080i 30 to a nice 1080p 60 conversion for monitoring, this hardware is doing proper deinterlacing motion estimation, stuff that, software on a PC struggles with in real time without adding delay.
So dedicated hardware means basically zero latency and fewer artifacts.
Precisely. In pro workflows, milliseconds count. You need that dedicated processing, like the FPGA in this, for broadcast-safe, real-time results. And it needs all those modes because, you might get a feed in one format but need to output for a region using something totally different.
Makes sense. Okay, so video is solid. What about the audio? That's often the next headache, right? Sync issues, monitoring.
Yeah, it covers the bases, supports up to 8 channels of embedded audio, which is standard for SDI.
Right.
But crucially, it gives you separate AES and analog audio outputs specifically for monitoring.
So you can send the audio to a proper mixer or speakers, not just rely on the HDMI audio.
Exactly. Essential for actually judging the audio quality properly.
And thinking about the folks installing this, maybe in a tight rack, the physical setup seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, very much designed for pros. Settings are done with DIP switches on the side.
DIP switches. Okay. Old school, but reliable.
Right. For engineers setting up lots of these, it's often faster and simpler than messing with software menus or IP addresses. Just flip the switches.
And it's not suck in time either. It mentions USB for upgrades.
Yep. Accepts firmware updates via USB, so it can adapt to new standards or features down the line.
Good. And we also see it has an SDI loop-through, which is handy, and it auto-adapts between SD and HD signals. Seems flexible.
Totally. And that flexibility is built on compliance. It meets standards like SMPTE 424M for 3G SDI.
Which basically means it plays nice with all the other professional gear out there.
It has to. That's non-negotiable in broadcast.
Oh.
And for anyone looking to pick one up, the sources say it's in stock, priced at $595.
Okay.
And that includes free shipping in the U.S. and a 3-year warranty from Bluefish444.
All right. So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you, the listener? This deep dive really shows how these specific converter boxes are, well, fundamental pillars in broadcast.
They blend that critical input redundancy with some serious signal processing scaling, deinterlacing, all done right.
Exactly. And it makes you think, doesn't it? Given how devices like this have to follow strict standards, like that SMPTE spec, how does that intense level of standardization shape what's next? How does it influence the future video formats we're all starting to see? Something to mull over.